So, what is CES when we don't have any GPU updates, right? Well, don't worry, guys. We got some of that. So, AMD has announced the 6500 XT for only $200. Ha ha ha. I think it's going to go for like 400, 500. So let me give you some quick specs. This 6500 XT allegedly is going to have 4 gigabytes of DDR6 RAM, okay? It's going to have the highest clocked GPU ever made, allegedly, at 2.6 gigahertz. 2.6 gigahertz game clock. Remember, AMD uses the word game clock as their boost clock, okay? They make it really confusing. And, the other way around. The game clock is their normal clock, and the boost clock is going to go to 2.8 gigahertz, that's a lot. There's not a lot of GPUs that can go that high.
It's the sustained clock.
Yeah,
and the boost clock is, what it's trying to achieve based on temperature.
And this is all done allegedly while only drawing 107 watts of power. Not bad.
Yeah, and we can't talk about GPUs without talking about mining. So this is an LHR card then.
Yeah, well, okay. LHR in the sense that it's 4 gigabytes, so...
Exactly,
it can't mine Ethereum, so hopefully this card... So, not that I'm into cryptocurrency mining, I just been told a few things. I really don't know much about it, but from what I'm told, Raven is happening, and by the time you watch this, like, within a day or two, which was one of the only coins you could really do on a 4 gigabyte card, that was profitable, which I hate that word, but everyone uses it. So 4 gigabytes can't do Ethereum, can't really do Raven, all that good stuff. Well, it can do Raven, but it's happening and all that. It's going to be really interesting to see if the miners gobble this up. Now, I don't really think miners are going to go after this card. I think the scalpers are going to be like, hey, we can make more money and buy it. Then no one's going to buy it on eBay, and they have to sell it at retail. They're going to have to pay those fees and lose it, which would be awesome. But yeah, 107 watts of power at all those specs sounds pretty decent.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, at that price, it's really attractive for anyone who just wants to play games. And
that'll play all the latest titles.
The problem is any GPU that's actually available, unless it's, in excessive quantities, people are coming in droves to get this, whether it's a gamer, a miner, a scalper, anyone that sees a GPU available is like, I'll buy it, and then try and figure out why they want it later, just because it's available. And yeah, that's the issue. I'm hoping, well, $200 is also the AMD price, so we could probably expect to see the AIB cards going for $200, maybe up to $400, even MSRP, not scalped. Pre-scalped, if you will. So eBay prices might be 500, maybe.
I would say.
But I'm hoping that the performance that they get out of it is pretty good to be a console alternative for a lot of people. That price range, there are people that want to play PC games, but they don't have that much money, and it makes more sense to buy a console just because of the price of GPUs right now. So having these entry-level GPUs. What's that?
I was going to say consoles are also getting scalped too, so...
Yeah, consoles are getting scalped too, but, the entry-level GPUs up to now were basically still at MSRP, the same price as a console.
Yep. It's interesting. Now, Nvidia also released a GPU, but I'm not going to really talk about that because it was kind of not interesting. It's
their new entry-level 3090 Ti.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not even a Ti, dude. Wait, what?
No, I was saying their new entry-level 3090 Ti. Yeah.
Okay,
for the gamers.
Can I just cry about this for 1 second? I'll spend only 30 seconds on this and I'll move on. When there is a Kingpin variant of something, you are no longer allowed to make anything better for that generation. Okay? I'm just gonna say that much. Because I already have my Kingpin. And now it's worthless. I have to toss it in the trash. Okay? Because they made a 3090 Ti. Now you know what that means. They're going to make a 3090 Ti Kingpin.
Well, there is something else I want to talk about with that.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead about that.
I'm not going to talk. We'll come back to Nvidia GPUs and their CES announcements, but worth noting is EVGA has revised their step-up protocol and criteria. Have you heard about this?
I have not. This is interesting. Let's hear it.
All right, so you will no longer be able to buy, for instance, a GT210, a GT710, and use it for step-up. Previously, it was pretty much any KR SKU.
I've never done that.
No, but it was previously pretty much any KR SKU, or more specifically, GPUs with a 3-year warranty were eligible for step-up.
Okay.
To pretty much any card that was available for step-up. But now, specifically, if you buy, you should look into the EVGA step-up if you don't know.
Mhm.
But you used to be able to buy any card and upgrade to any card that was available on their step-up list. But now, there's certain cards that if you buy this card, you can only step up to these cards. So if you somehow found a brand new EVGA GeForce 10 series card from a qualified retailer, you could only step up to a 16 series. If you got a 16 series, you could only step up to a 20 series. If you got a 20 series, you can only step up to a 3060. If you get a 3060, you can go from a 3070, 3070 Ti, 3080, or 3080 Ti. Same with a 3060 Ti. And then once you get into the 3070 and up, you can step up to 3080s to 3090s. But
honestly, I kind of saw this coming.
I mean, honestly, let's just say it was nice while it lasted that you could just buy any card and get in the step-up queue, because 100%. It made GPUs. It was just another way to get GPUs at MSRP, which was a nice thing.
Yeah.
But there's the whole program got abused a little bit, and
allegedly by some individuals.
Yeah. So whether it was abuse or not, people were sticking to the policy. That was their policy. But it makes more sense. The whole idea of step up is, say you have money right now for $30.50, $249. We'll get into that in a minute. Mm-hmm. But let's say that's all you can afford right now. But, the step up is 90 days. So, in 3 months, you might be saving some money. You might be able to pay the difference on MSRP for a 3070. And that's basically what the program is for. You have this much money now, get your hands on an EVGA GPU, and you enter the step-up queue, and you buy the next one up or the one above that and pay the difference. And you're still paying MSRP. It's essentially, it's a free program. You're only paying for the price of the card. So that's the latest with the step-up program. You can still buy GPUs and upgrade to higher GPUs that you think you can afford within 90 days. I think it's a great program. And I think it's a much more sustainable model now. They can do this for years to come. They could have just got rid of it altogether, and it would have been a loss for gamers.
That's 100%. That's 100%. I mean, EVGA could just follow suit and charge more money, but they're not. Well, not as much.
And as far as I know, there's no other company doing a program like this where you can buy a low-end GPU, 3050 being probably the cheapest one going forward, and getting a higher-end 30 series. No one else does that as far as I know. Do you know of anyone?
MSI had... No, actually they don't anymore. Not even close. No.
Okay,
I believe every company has done away with any type of upgrade or step up, because originally the program was like, if I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, but also the main draw of the program was buy it now, because if something new comes out in 90 days, you could always step up to it.
Yeah, that's it too.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Like, let's say GPUs were available all the time, and you bought a 2080 Ti right before the 30 series launch, and you were like, oh man, why'd I do that? I can't return it now because I'm out of 30 days. Yeah. Well, the step up's 90 days, and you could step it up to a 30 series and just pay the difference in MSRP. It's not like you'd have to take a hit selling the card secondhand. You just send in the card to EVGA. They send you back a nice new card that's the latest technology for the price of the difference that you paid to the new MSRP. So another thing, just real quick, that EVGA has done, they have raised the prices of their extended warranties, and they no longer offer a 10-year warranty. they do not. It's 5 now, I believe. So I know you have been an advocate for the extended warranties, right?
Yeah, I have almost all my cards on the 10-year warranty. Why?
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
You
yeah.
know-
No, the best warranty you can get is a 7-year extended warranty. So for a
7
3-year
years-
warranty,
is it 7
yeah.
years
So for the
total?
right. So for a 3-year warranty card, which is the standard, it's 4 additional years.
Okay.
So you can either
because if
get
it's 7
5
plus years, it'd be the same thing.
No, you can either get 5 years total or 7 years total.
Okay.
With the extended warranties.
Okay.
So, and the prices have gone up. So for that 7-year extended warranty, if it's a $1,500 or more card, looking
Mhm.
at 3080 Ti's and up, that would be $240 for that extended.
$240?
Yeah, you know better than me. What were they running before? What did you pay for
$60.
yours? Yeah, so it's quite a bit
Are you
different.
freaking kidding me? That's like
So
that's like a 400% increase. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
well, the price on the extended warranty is based on MSRP. For instance, if your card is under $200, a 7-year extended warranty would be $24. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different price brackets for
Man.
extended warranties based on MSRP.
You know, I feel a lot better about spending $60 for each one of my alleged 3090s
might
that I
wanna-
have.
You might want to hang on to those because
Oh my god.
you know if they fail in 10 years, who knows what they'll send you back for a warranty.
Dude, they'll probably send me wait, we're already at 10, right? So they'll probably send me the new 2090 Ti.
But by the time it fails, I mean, in like 10 years, they'll be like on the 8000 series. You'll get like an 8060 Ti.
8060 Ti. We've gone full
Yeah, that's
circle
great.
on the number scheme.
Exactly.
No, it's gonna be
So,
the 86,000 Ti.
There you go.
Oh man.
Alright, so just getting back to Nvidia at CES, they did announce 2 new GPUs, the 3050 with an alleged MSRP of $249,
Mm-hmm.
which so far I haven't heard anything saying or suggesting that they're going to have a Founders Edition because they've never had a 50 series Founders Edition before.
Not really.
So
no.
that's probably going to be all AIB cards, so that MSRP is suggested. But, you know, I expect it to be more in terms of AIB MSRPs. EVGA tends to be the cheapest. So even still, I think $300 is going to be the floor for that. And the 3090 Ti, they kind of teased, but didn't give us too much information other than to say it exists and looks just like a 3090. And we can expect the Founders Edition on that.
Yeah. He actually held one, but it looked like it was CG'd the way it was moving.
Yeah, and I don't know why they're really trying to force down our throats that it's a tie when it's clearly a Ti, and it always has
Let me
been.
just adjust my tie here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have a problem with that, but it seems like he's just doubling down on a mistake the first time around. But we'll just call it a 3090 Ti and just force it down their throat.
Exactly, because it's been called a Ti all this time, just like a Raspberry Pi, and a GIF is actually a GIF. So.
All right.
All right, guys.
So,
So, we're gonna go into the close. Oh, go ahead. What?
No, just what are your thoughts on the 3090 Ti since you are a 3090 owner? Kingpin aside.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think the 3090 Ti is going to be pretty amazing. But as I said before, and I will always say, it depends on the price. If they're going to charge $250,000, $2,500 MSRP, then absolutely not. I think realistically $2,000. That's going to be the MSRP from like a Founders Edition.
Okay.
I think based on what they've been doing.
I think they might surprise you and come in around 1,800 for an FE.
I'm standing in line at Best Buy.
But we know that a 3090 Ti uses the full GA102 die, unlocked, no lasered off cores. And that's part of the performance. But other than that, which they already have these cores, I mean, these dies, you know, through manufacturing improvements, that they'll have better dies, better yields.
Yep.
And
As time
the dies
goes on.
that are, so they have these. That doesn't actually cost them money. The rest of the performance comes from a memory clock increase. But I think it's more or less a factory overclock. You're basically paying more for a few more cores.
A bin chip.
That a binned chip and a factory overclock. Yeah.
Allegedly,
so
the
if
memory
is 3090.
Was it 21? Oh, go ahead.
It's 21 gigabits per second.
Yeah, 21 gigabits per second, which is what the old one was 18.
19.5.
19, yeah, so it's not really that much better either. So
it's the equivalent of a 1000 megahertz overclock in Afterburner.
Yeah.
So it's something that's achievable by pretty much all 3090s. My first one excluded. Yeah. But no, that memory, the Micron memory, is rated for 21 gigabits per second, even on the 3090. They're just running it at its rating now instead of under its rating. So
I wonder if that means it can run faster than before.
Honestly, I think they're running the same. I think they're running the same Micron chips. So we'll see once they come out. But I don't think it's gonna be able to overclock much higher than 3090. But I would love to be surprised and see a little bit more performance on the table.